One of the most coveted pieces of hardware in all of football, the College Football Playoff Trophy has yet to find a home in the West. With Pac-12 Media Days underway, some teams say that soon could change.
We're 30 minutes away from history being made as the Chargers take the field as the Los Angeles Chargers for the very first time. And as you can see, these fans are ready to go. The Dodgers are on a roll, winning 31 of the last 35, including an 18-1 record at home. But believe it or not, the best team in baseball has been tied to the best team in basketball. I caught up with skipper Dave Roberts and company just to see what the hype was all about. In just a few weeks, 312 of the world's best amateur golfers will meet to compete in the USGA Open. Now, while this is one of the oldest tournaments in the sport, it's the youngest competition in the field that you should keep an eye on. A week after finding out he was being shipped from the Nets, Brooke Lopez was officially introduced as a Los Angeles Laker. I caught up with the newest big man of the purple and gold this afternoon. LA fans get their first taste of football for the year as the Rams and the Chargers take part in a joint scrimmage tonight at the StubHub Center in Carson. Both teams looking to use this as a final tune-up before they take the field for the NFL preseason in just a week.
I was a little bit more involved with the offense. Can't wait to go back and see how the defense did. But you know, there was some good, some bad, some things we need to clean up. But I thought it was great work that we got today.
Football standpoint, we got a lot of work to do, which is to be expected. We have plenty of time to get that done. But I thought from an atmosphere standpoint, so many fans out here, and what I think this place can turn into can be a real awesome atmosphere for this season.
Not in attendance tonight for the Chargers was tight end Antonio Gates, who made the trip to Canton to watch former teammate LaDainian Tomlinson be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The teams will meet again next Wednesday down in Irvine. Reporting from the StubHub Center, I'm Braxton Jones, KNBC Sports.
June 10th was set to be a night like any other. Daniel Franco, or Twitch as he was known in the boxing world, would step into the ring as he had done many times since he was 8 years old. With the featherweight title up for grabs, all was going as planned until one punch sent Daniel into the fight for his life.
We helped him up to the stool, and then he started complaining his head hurts, and then you can start hearing his speech slur a little bit.
In that moment, everything Daniel had ever known was gone.
It's something I've been working towards my entire life, this craft, to get better. And yeah, it sucks to do it anymore.
2 brain surgeries and 6 weeks later, Daniel spends most of his time at Casa Colina Hospital trying to put the pieces of his life back together.
It's completely blank. I don't remember anything. The last thing I remember was being at the weigh-ins.
He completes 6 hours of therapy a day under the watchful eye of his parents and hundreds of followers via Facebook. His doctor says it's his support system that has Daniel months ahead of schedule.
Daniel's prognosis is excellent. He's doing quite well. He's on a good recovery pattern already. Only predictor of good outcome in brain injury is strong family support. So the very fact that his parents have given him that skill set to take life and turn on a dime allows Daniel to do that.
We have conversations and he still kind of seems lost. Physically, I know he's not even near where he was, but he's a lot better than where he should be.
Things that were once second nature now prove to be more difficult. His speech is slurred from medication and his right side drags slightly when he walks, but nonetheless, Daniel Franco is happy to be alive.
Going through this whole experience, really feeling like the luckiest person in the world, because I am alive. It feels like I'm won the lottery.
With pro boxing behind him, he now has his sights set on a new goal, returning to school to become a psychologist. When or if that day comes has yet to be determined, but through it all, Daniel holds tight to one message.
When doctors say it was a miracle, that's crazy. I must be here for a reason.
In Pomona, California, I'm Braxton Jones, KNBC4 Sports.
This is the NBC4 Sports Desk.
Filling in on the NBC4 Sports Desk, I'm Braxton Jones. Winning baseball games isn't easy. Just ask Cub fans and Red Sox fans who endure decades upon decades of frustration. So that's what makes what the Dodgers are doing that much more amazing. They're winning at a historical clip. In the city that never sleeps tonight, Hyun-Jin Ryu put the Mets to bed early. No dinner, no bedtime story, no nothing. He had every pitch working tonight, striking out the side to end the first. Dodgers up a 3 spot after 1, and they'd add to it in the 3rd. Justin Turner facing Steven Matz with 1 on. That thing headed toward the Dunkin' Donuts sign and right. He might get a free maple bar out of that. His 13th of the year, the Dodgers blowing this thing open. Ryu on cruise control late in the game. He gets Jose Reyes as he tries to hold up, but goes around, and then he gets Travis Darno to ground out to short to end the 5th. I told you Rio was putting the Mets to bed, allowing only 1 hit over 7 shutout innings, 8 strikeouts, and 1 high five from Kenta Maeda. One name we haven't mentioned yet, Cody Bellinger launched number 32 to dead center. The Dodgers hold the Mets to just 1 hit and shut them out 8-0. They're off tomorrow before starting a 3-game set Tuesday in Phoenix. The Angels hosting the A's, a perfect day for Mike Trout to collect career hit number 999. A solo homer to left, giving the Halos a 2-0 lead, and that lead grew to 4 in the 8th before they imploded. Chris Davis taking Blake Parker deep for a 2-run shot. Chad Pinder hits Bud Norris's first pitch for an RBI single, and then Bruce Maxwell. He gets to Norris with 2 aboard. Cole Calhoun comes up firing but can't get to the plate in time. A pair cross and all of a sudden the lead is gone, and so is the game. The Angels lose 11-10. Well, it's official. Adrian's favorite quarterback, Smokin' Jay Cutler, is back in the NFL, signing a 1-year, $10 million deal with the Dolphins. Cutler retired and was headed to the broadcast booth, but pulled an audible when Ryan Tannehill's knee injury left Miami searching. For $10 million, he can sure buy a lot of Marlboro Reds. Time for a 4-letter word we all love, golf. The Bridgestone Invitational in Ohio, Hideki Matsuyama got the invite, and he RSVP'd. Second hole, showing off the touch on this chip shot, rolling into the cup for eagle. He started the day 2 off the lead, but would end with the lead because nobody could keep up. Matsuyama was playing checkers while everyone else was playing chess. He shot a course record 61 to smoke the entire field en route to a 5-shot victory. He may have just inserted himself as the favorite in next week's PGA Championship. Soccer time, the Galaxy in Portland, where things got out of hand fast. Timbers took the lead late in the first half when Diego Valeri, that was a pretty shot, 25 yards on the move, a great goal to put the Timbers on top. Second half, now they're just showing off. Fernando Adai, backheel pass to Alvis Powell. Got to see that one again. Crazy athleticism on display. Portland wins 3-1. The Galaxy now 0-7-1 in their last 8. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. It's safe to say the Dodgers have the NL West wrapped up, but what can we expect 2 months from now when this postseason begins? We're getting into it tonight on Going Rogan.
What you have with the Dodgers is you have the best team in baseball, but also the team with all the pixie dust going for them. That's a tough combination to beat when you're the best team, but also that team that has a little magic behind them. They're going to win the whole thing.
Dodgers fans certainly hope so, but only time will tell. Tonight we'll also tell you whether the Chargers will make the playoffs, plus how long does Jared Goff have to prove himself? Going Rogan right after the news. Finally, some sad news from baseball as former Phillies catcher Darren Dutch Dalton died tonight after a 4-year battle with brain cancer. Dalton was a 3-time All-Star with the Phillies. In his last season, he won the World Series title with Florida. Darren Dalton was 55 years old.
This has been the NBC4 Sports Desk.
There's lots of the clubhouse. We see him every day on the field. What does he do off the field in the clubhouse that kind of speaks to this honor that he gives?
Well, JT does a lot for us, obviously, on the field, but in the clubhouse, he really keeps everyone together, and I call him the glue. And, you know, just having fun with the guys, also calling guys out and holding guys accountable when it needs to be done. You know, as far as the community, he's always out there going to children's hospitals. He's out here with the meet and greets with the kids, and he just really is one of those guys that understands what it means to be a Dodger, and it carries a high standard, and he doesn't take it for granted.
Definitely. You know a lot of people in baseball right now, but can you say that there's anybody more deserving than Justin Turner?
No. You know what? I think that there's a lot of great players out there, but, you know, for JT to, you know, hear his journey and to be a Dodger fan growing up and to make his first All-Star game as a Dodger, it's a great story.
Definitely. New environment, new stadium. What was it like out there to talk us through it?
Atmosphere was amazing, man. It felt like the fans was on the field with us, and it's just some words can't explain to me. I love this atmosphere. I feel like they welcomed us with open arms from day one, and they just showing us so much love and energy. It's so easy to go out there and lay it on the line for them.
You said it's back to basics. What do you think has to be done from now till September 11th to get you guys ready?
Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. If we chop at it a little bit every day, I feel like we'll get where we need to be.
And obviously it feels kind of good to be able to hit somebody else not on your own team. I feel like that has to be something exciting. But what was kind of the energy going into today? I know it was the first time in front of fans here. What was kind of the atmosphere in the locker room beforehand?
No, the atmosphere was always cool. We know we're going to come out and handle business. That's what we're trying to do. We know from the get-go it's a work day, it's a work day, it's a work day. So when we come out here, we aiming to handle business.